Okay, so before I push the button on recording and so on and so forth, well, I say that I'm pushing the button on recording anyway, but before I push the play button, I'm going to be doing a reaction to his video. What I'll probably do is I'll cut bits out and then put things in that are more interesting. We'll go from there. I want to see what this video is all about, because at the end of the day, multiplayer was something I was a bit skeptical of, and the reason why was because of how the game ran. Like, you get to a certain point and then the game can't run anymore. So let's just hope that something's been... That was my main concern. We shall hope for new things. I really... Let's go. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let's see what Max has got to say. I hope I set this up right so I can actually mute off the sound, because there's music playing and it's copyrightable. If not, I'll have to skip this. Ooh, hold on. Stockkeeper. Protect stock, so move of a must. He's more of a muscle build, large contrast to player character. Could also be carpenter, woodworker for all items to buy, expand, build. Accessories. I think this is a buckle. Or maybe a tool belt. Okay, tool belt would be pretty cool. Clothes from medieval older cloth. So, if I was going to choose one, it would be this guy up here. Give him a utility belt or something. So he's got like a screwdriver or something in his pocket. First one to be spotted possibly here. I think that shop needs to be... That's the first shop in the game. So for me, like that would be... You wouldn't have someone like him there. You would have like a slightly more smaller character, because the shop is smaller, like somebody who's just started out in the ways of buying and selling stuff. So he's not like a massive player in the game, but he's like, if we're going for like a progression system here, the person in the smaller shop is always a smaller person. They're just starting out, they've got all this equipment in, they're trying to sell it to whoever's around. That could be possibly on. But this big guy, I could see him over in the conveyor belt shop, or even in the main shop in Bridgeport happily. I like this model though. This is pretty cool. Okay, so Hobson Powerhouse. Dude, this looks like... I mean, he's pretty cool. I like this character model over this. Personally, I think the long face suits the idea of Hobson in my head. Being bald is an idea. I mean, it's a good look. Without the beard, I mean... Yeah, give him a little goatee beard, a little moustache or something, like one of those like crazy little moustaches that just keeps going wide. Jeweler, monocle. No, I wouldn't... The monocle's not a big thing. Like a jeweler, if you go to any jeweler, they've always got those little monocle things that they stick in their eye. That sort of thing, maybe on like a necklace. That would be ideal. I would say when it comes to a portrayal of a jeweler, if you're looking at... Again, this comes down to where they are in the map. If they're at Bridgeport, I would see that as a trader, not as a jeweler specifically. So that would just be like a general tradesman. But a jeweler themselves, they're always dressed up. They're always looking really nice. Like if you go to a pawnbroker, it's not like suit, tie, that sort of thing. Well, depending on which pawnbroker you go to. I mean, you won't get that in cash converters. But what I'm getting at is that if you go to a normal, proper pawnbroker, they always have to have a dress code. When it comes to a jeweler, usually they're really nice looking people. You know, you don't get someone like me trying to sell you a Rolex watch. You get someone who's like nice looking, not, you know, hillbilly. But what I'm getting at is you would have somebody dressed up nicely. So this person, a black hair would be cool. The whole gypsy style massive earrings, good. I think purple, big long flowing dress, maybe, if it's going to be a woman. If it's a man, like those puffy shoulder pads and all the other stuff, all that purple and gold has to be, because a jeweler represents richness, and that's rich from back in those days. I mean, yeah, okay, it's steampunky, but yeah, rich, purple, gold, all good. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can put these into shops. See, right, okay, so crazy mustache. That's what I was sort of thinking. That would be good for the powerhouse. I think if you're going to have like somebody who's going to be selling you conveyor belts, I would go with somebody like this. If somebody's going to be selling me a throne or some really nice looking furniture, this guy, because he's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, that's an awesome way. I think when it comes to like, I think this guy down here would be good for a shop. So you know that big bulky character we saw, I think he would be good. And then this guy here with the brown hair, blocked face, I think this would be a good one to have in the conveyor belt shop. So he knows his stuff. I think this guy here with the brown hair, scrap dude. So he'll be in the scrap yard. You know, he'll be like chiseling away a bit of scrap, trying to, you know, take parts off and make a bit more money. I think that's how I'd see it. The old lady, I mean, that's not too bad if you're going to have, as said, with like a trader. I think she'd be good as a trader character itself. I think the woman over here with the black hair and the monocle, I think that's generally like the richer part of like the town. Not sure where you'd put this guy. I mean, you could portray him as a lumberjack if wood was a thing in this, or if you want him to like to go fishing. There you go, fishing dude. It's all good. I love the quick little edits where it says definitely Max's fault. I mean, maybe a second more, but yeah, that was perfect. So how he's working this is because I spoke to Max after he'd done all this presentation, and he went in for a couple of questions, and basically the way this is going to work is very similar to the way that 0.8.0 works. So if you go onto that, it saves as a separate file on a separate something, so you'll still be able to access your old files, but when the new version comes out, 2.0, you'll be able to like access your old saves on the old save. But I mean, not being horrible. Who's going to do that when you got the new version, which is going to have multiplayer, which no one's going to care about the older version of the game? That's just my personal preference. I mean, this game is going to be more optimized. Why would you go back to something that's broken? Well, partially broken. Just quick. That's really good. Like as he said, most people would like re-release their game, charge a little bit more because of like the reworking. He's doing all this out of his own back, so give him a kudos for that. Even if you didn't like Max for the way that he's done Hydroneer previous, this is really big of him to basically just turn around and get someone in to like sort the code out, because obviously there is issues, and bring up the price. It's not going up at all. It's going to be the same price. That's really nice. Cheers, Max. Thank you very much. I'm not going to be one of those people. All right, unless all of a sudden someone just goes pop, 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 on one of my comments. I personally don't see the gain for it, because for me, I wouldn't be able to make videos about it. So I'll just wait until everybody else like me and the cretin of also me and you guys. You know, I'm in the same hole as you lot. I have to wait for these things. If you get access to multiplayer, kudos to you. I'm not going to actively go out of my way to get in because, well, I mean, it's just poking people, isn't it? You know? Huh? That is okay. So shortly after this video went out, if you go onto the Discord, there's a lot of dong jokes going on. Now, I know they used this because they needed to know which way they were facing, but really? Whee! Oh, what a landing. Stuck that one. And now we have a floating dong. Unfortunately, he's not quite in there, is he? I'll put a link in the description box as well to this video, the original video. I'll put a link in the description to Max's game, or you can take it off the screen right now, which is at Matt Hayton. I'll also Hayen, sorry, and I'll also put one down in the description box to go to the Discord. So if you guys aren't already there, you can go there. You'll have all 3 links in the description box below. The most annoying part about this back bit is that I know if you put these funnels 1 square closer, none of the spillage happens. That's all I'm noticing about this. So all those guys that are like sponsoring this, whether you're Patreon, congratulations, you guys. You are helping out the community. If you're watching this video, you're helping me out, which is mostly grateful. I want to go through a couple of things quick. Now, when he was talking about the skill tree, now this skill tree, it came up really quickly, which is why, you know, there's a couple of things that we need to like work on. So on here, I mean, it's mainly Minecraft stuff. I think he's using this as a way of showing how it might progress through the game, which means that the game will be undergoing a lot of like other changes. So when we come to, like for me, it's here's a ram drill, gonna do this, gonna do that, and then we're done. And it's like, okay, so you know, I can just sit there and spam the money until it all goes through. This means that some things are actually going to start being reworked, which is a big thing. So when it comes down to being able to go out and buy like 40 ram drills in one go because you've saved up 100 grand or so, you might not be able to do that anymore. So the game's going to have an ecosystem inside it as well, which is going to be a little bit screwy. Like for all the people who just want to go out and play, I'm hoping there's going to be a creative mode, like having the F7 mode, but actually just in a mode where you can go in and build whatever you like, wherever you like. But I'm hope this progression system works a little bit better. It might help people actually progress through the game better and learn the game instead of just going, I don't know what I'm doing, and then connect things through things and, you know, generally just having a really bad time. And I do know people do have a bad time on this game because that's unfortunately the way that things go on this. But it is one of those things. It's a game that you do need to learn. It's a very short tutorial, or you've been on this channel and you've seen all my videos. But yeah, we definitely... I I'm hoping this is going to help people. I really do. If not, guarantee I'll probably end up making a shed ton of videos about this anyway, so keep an eye on that as well. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe. Oh, I was hoping he was going to do something. All right, so he hasn't showed anything to do with the new areas because obviously it's a new thing. But on the plus side, if you think about like the 0.8.0 demo, where there was like 4 or 5 different plots, a new area we can explore, maybe that could be something in this game as well. That's what I'm hoping, because having the 4 plots that we have, Ember Cradle, Mildew, Drek and South Hope, too many people, you know, we're all doing the same thing. We're all just like, yeah, well, you know, I'm over here, I'm over here, and I'm over here. We know these plots of land like the backs of our hand now. We know exactly what we're going to get out of them. We know how deep they go. We know exactly how much they're going to yield every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes or whatever. I'm hoping this map expands, because I think that's what the community need. We need more to do, if you know what I mean. You know, you've got fishing, you've got mining, and now you've got the logic system, but I think we genuinely need something that's just going to push the game, that we can actually sort of use our minds to go elsewhere and do what else we can. You know, wider plots, deeper plots. I'd love a deeper lot, you know, get down, do some proper mining, get down to the bottom and make nuggets the same size as a boulder coming at me from, you know, the top of a mountain. I'd love that sort of thing, but we'll have to see. What was the other thing? The character models that we went over. I like the character models. I could see potential of like where these people are suited. I'm hoping maybe someone's watching this video of the team and maybe they're like, yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. Also, there was one guy here. I mean, this guy, I mean, that's basically me if you put a beard on him. Apart from the hair, I mean, shave off his head, give this guy a big bushy beard, stick him in a corner and sell some scrolls or something. That's me. But, yeah, I mean, genuinely, I like the idea. It's got potential now. Yes, multiplayer is a scary item because, you know, having the game in the state it is now isn't the greatest. But in all fairness, having Snaps on board, and Snaps has been he's been around in the Discord for a couple of months now. I did notice his name popping up. I was wondering what he was doing. Now I know what he's doing. He's been basically rewriting the entire game from basically zero to everything. So fair play to him. And I got to be honest, fair play to Max, bringing on somebody with that fresh pair of eyes. I was talking about this a while ago in one of my live streams, that the one thing I wanted to see, and it was like the next evolutionary step for this game, was to bring in somebody who can look at the code and go, that's where you're going wrong. And I've said this a couple of times, and I'm sort of glad he has gone down there. He's basically built this game to where he's comfortable, and now he's going to start another project. He's going to help out with the developer of this one, but he's brought in somebody with a lot more knowledge who can get into this game, really tighten those nuts up, and really sort of get this game working properly. That's what I'm excited about, and that's what multiplayer needs. If you're going to bring a multiplayer into a game, this game has to be like 100% more stable. That's what he's doing, and I'm thankful for it. So if you are watching this video, Max, thank you very much. It means it just means this game should be a lot better, and it will apply to a lot more people. And having a multiplayer system, hopefully this brings in a lot more people. It's one of the things I get comments occasionally in my videos where, is this game going to have multiplayer? And I've always had to say, unfortunately, no. But now if somebody says, is this game going to have multiplayer? I'm going to say, yes, it is coming. And I'm glad that I can now do that. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. This has been Hybridsteel. This has been Max from Foulball Hangover. I want to say massive thank you for Max for doing this video. Thank you very much for showing us all of this stuff. And guys, thank you very much for watching this video. It means a lot. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notifications bell. I need to get a little bell. Notifications bell below for all other updates. And I'll be back here with a brand new video live stream or whatever else I do in this channel. Until then, guys, I want to say peace out, have fun, and enjoy everything you guys do. Bye-bye for now.